Oh, a bucket, man. Whew. Human beings. Human beings. You know, I guess I got to start looking at the way I talk too, because I'm a human being with brain injuries too, saying things are going to be better. Things can be better. And that's what I do say. I don't say they're going to get better. I say we can. We can do life's eternal, grace is infinite. We're all subject to the laws of physics. So things can be better. We can get them to be better. We can, we do right. Well, the nice thing is, like I said, is what Muhammad reminded me of this week is they don't have to accept you as the Messiah. They have quantum computing now. You just have to be good, right, and truthful to their bad, wrong, and lie. I'm like, that's true. But how's that going to work? It's just like, how's that work? It's because it's not working right now, obviously. But you got to understand, quantum computing was put together by people that are wrong and bad and lying. And they're not using it for right, good, and truth. And so, but the good thing is just, I'm the guy from the book of Revelation, and I'm good, right, and truthful. That's always hopeful, but I can't say things are going to get better when. I don't know when. You guys still want to make people pay money to drink yak piss and then go have a liver transplant, and try to live to be 150 to kill people and drink yak piss and pickle your liver. It also doesn't do good thing for the brain cells there either, mister. Okay, vodka me this. You're like, you know what I'm saying? I never understood. I don't like alcohol. Most of it because it doesn't taste good. If it does taste good, it gives me a headache, because it's causing brain damage, because it's beating the shit out of you. So no, I don't like alcohol at all, If I drink too much root beer or whatever, I get sick. I like it a little bit once in a while, but I can't drink it all the time. So my main go-to is water, H2O. That's what I mostly drink. And I kind of remember to hydrate when I get up in the morning. I'm always dehydrated. I don't notice it until I watch the videos. You're dehydrated. Yeah, I know. I probably am right now, but I had dinner, I had a salad, and I had something to drink with it. So, but yeah, mostly I drink water. And then, breakfast I'll have orange juice, and some meals I'll have grape juice. Breakfast I usually have orange juice, about much orange juice. But mostly I drink water, because it's good for you. It's high quality H2O, right? And so I don't drink yak piss. And people don't ask me to drink yak piss. When you ask some people to drink alcohol, just piss in a cup and say, here, it's their tradition. You're going to insult me if you don't drink it. You know what? Fuck you. Okay, you know what I'm saying? No, this is not going to happen. I'm not going to pickle my liver and kill my brain cells because of your traditions. I'm not required to do bad things to my body because it's a tradition in your family, right? Okay. So you have all these people, money's real and it's a tradition in our family. We pray to Jesus for it all the time. And he said, forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal, faithful peace. Wow. One of these days, your taxpayer dollars is going to pay off. Little Jack Horner is sitting on a corner with no shoes and clothes. This ain't funny, but he took his money and sniffed it up his nose. It's like money ain't real. The cocaine is more real than his money. He's probably doing the cocaine because y'all motherfuckers make him have to believe that money is real. You hear people talk all this shit, and stuff. And tribalism just gets on my nerves, And people, like with Martin Luther King was saying about in that speech about the Good Samaritan, right? What happened to him if I don't do something, right? And the way people is with a lot of that stuff and the way it goes down is, it's just people just learn to be selfish and learn to be assholes, learn to be hypocritical and self-righteous. when people be doing wrong. And back in that time, it was really hard because, you didn't have any kind of global unity, understanding, communications. People sit down and be able to discuss right and wrong and then explain why, and explain in physics. Back then, you had things people could, they believed crazy wacko shit. God is a magic person in the sky watching you from the mountains. Okay, wait, they still have that. I know. Okay, but it still happens. I know it still happens today. God is watching. No, Jesus is not watching. And Jesus is not God. Jesus does not see all things. And he's not omniscient and omnipotent. Okay. I can't tell you how many times, I don't know, Earl. I don't get emails from the Clintons and the Bushes, and he does not know what they're doing. He knows about as much as I do. And people, what if he was taken and moved to the future, and they have quantum computing in the future? Am I sitting in a room with David Rockefeller's technology watching the Clintons and the Obama's house? Do I work for Homeland Security, NASA, DARPA, or the NSA? Or the FBI, or CIA, there for that matter? Okay. Who's Jesus like me? Right. What do you think Jesus is going to act like J. Edgar Hoover and David Rockefeller in the 31st century to help me kill them so we can be in charge of watching everybody's house through your cell phone? Think about what you think you believe in and what you're saying before you say it. Because I say that to people all the time. Jesus doesn't know. He's not using that. If you're going to be right, you're going to be right. If you're going to be right, you're going to be right in year one, okay, in the first century, the 21st century, and the 31st century, right? So if David's like me and I'm like David, okay, and Jesus is like both of us, and Jesus is in the 31st century, don't you think don't you think his behaviors is going to be consistent? Don't you think he's going to be more like me and less like Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg? All right, you guys, I don't think most of you think about what you do and what you say before you do and say it. Gosh damn, he's right. I think this man might be the Messiah. Yeah, tack that in your Bible room talk. Fuckers. They be talking, man. I be talking and they be like, what? Man, motherfucker, what you say? Damn. You need to say what you say in your head before you say it. And then say to yourself, does this make any fucking sense at all? Because I used to wonder about that too, really. Because I had brain damage like you motherfuckers. Like, Jesus, don't you know? No. But you're in the future. They got, quantum computing. Uh-huh. Lord wishes you privacy, and so do I. Shut up, Jesus. Smart ass. You think you're funny, huh? You do not have... it's like talking to a drunken monkey. Fuck you. I love you too. Oh, you say that to Jesus? Yeah. He's like me and I like him. That was funny. You have to be so vulgar. I have brain damage from abuse from scientists, and you don't. Shut up, big meanie. Okay. No, Suzuki gets it. Oh, yeah. Sun Yat-sen gets it more than Suzuki does. Sun Yat-sen is poisoned to death by the people that just talked to Vladimir Putin. Okay. Apples don't fall far from the tree, y'all. Okay. Come on now, baby. Come on now, baby. And you want me to be like them. You want me to be an all-powerful, all-knowing, all-seeing God that kills everybody that ain't on your fuck team. Y'all motherfuckers is trifling. And you know what really pisses me off when you get that tribal stuff is why black people always got to be the people to settle, why we got to go and make it better for black people and all that stuff. You do know that you motherfuckers were the ones that invented philanthropy, right? I'm a white person that migrated away from the line of, forgive debt and trespass and love one another, eternal faithful peace. Now, when you all motherfuckers is fighting over trifling ass fuck money from the world's first profession, and you be saying, hey, these white people are evil, who invented philanthropy, Cairo? Who invented philanthropy? Nile and Tigris, Euphrates, come on, civilization came for. Go listen to a Still Pulse album, motherfucker. Get your shit straight before you litigate and dictate and legislate, motherfucker. And all you hillbilly ass motherfuckers, Dooley, give me a swallow, give me a swallow and I'll pay you back someday. You believe money's too, you damn rat shit, bat shit, dirty old twats, 99 assholes tied in a knot, damn litter shit, fuck. Thank you, Jesus. Love you too. Do you see what I'm saying? Let him have it, Earl. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. This has been a message from the future. No, we ain't going to use quantum computing to beat people at the game. I'm the way, the truth, and the life. I am correcting their technology so their technology will work effectively as a tool to protect people from debt and trespass. Thanks, Jesus. Love you too. Non-brain damage, non-brain injury, little smart aleck. I love you. I'm so glad you don't. I know. I love you. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. He's talking to me in the future because he's telling me to be patient because I suffer from the same injuries because of the relativity of it. And then he helps me through, and you did it, Earl. I know, thanks. Why do you think he was so sad and crying? He loves me. I was an innocent kid, tortured and abused by your egos, and I still am being tortured and abused by your egos. Now, I'm the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. I went into the bowels of hell in Fort Huachuca to clean it up. I volunteered to do it when I was a little boy with Jesus. He told me I was going to do it. When I was in Deming at 13, I said I was going to do it, and I did it. I was innocent, I was kind, I was caring, and I was brave. My life was very difficult because it was abused and manipulated by the worst selfish scientists with political, social agendas that are selfish as hell that they wanted me to follow, and I wouldn't follow because they were all wrong. When I went to Sierra Vista and they asked me about the right and the wrong, I explained it to them right on the spot, what was right and what was wrong. They told me it wasn't time yet because they still wanted to use technology to kill over money. Okay? Do you understand how brave, how strong, how gorgeous, and how beautiful, and how innocent I am? Not was, am. Okay? The stuff that happened in my house that was hard to deal with was from your taxpayer dollars, your satellite surveillance systems, your U2s, your SR-71s, your Steve Jobs, your Bill Gates, your Mark Zuckerberg, okay? Your little blue book of the Hitler Youth, as Rockefeller would refer to him in my head. And I trust my head more than I trust you assholes with your technology and your money and your taxpayer dollars. And you're asking me to kill the other people because you have better money than they do. I ain't going to kill nobody for money. But I'm going to protect children from you with your taxpayer dollar technology because your taxpayer dollars ain't real. But the technology is real and will work for reality. Okay? I love you guys. Maybe we'll talk later tonight. We'll see if you can handle this one.